Herbert Kilpin was the son of a butcher and grew up with 12 brothers and sisters in a small house on Mansfield Road. He played for a number of football teams in the city, including the Garibaldi Reds at the Forest Rec, Notts Olympic and St Andrews, but his footballing career didn't stop in the county. In fact, it didn't stay in the country.
He worked in the lace market, we think, in the Adams building, which is now used as New College, Nottingham. An Italian man came over and recruited some of the staff to go and live and work in the textiles industry in Italy. So he emigrated at the age of 21 and he was playing amateur football at the time, obviously in England. He went over there and he was involved in one of the first football teams in Italy, in Turin. Herbert Kilpin moved from Turin to Milan in 1897, again to work within the textiles industry. There wasn't a big football team playing at the time, so he decided, rather than going back to Turin every weekend to play for the team he'd already played for, to set up his own team. So he went round the whole of Milan trying to get support for the team. So he went to industrialists, he went to the vice consul, the British vice consul, to get his backing. And then he arranged a launch of the club at the poshest hotel in Milan in December 1899.
AC Milan fans regard Kilpin as a hero, and many have visited Nottingham just to see his birthplace on Mansfield Road. But his legacy seems to have slipped under the radar here in Nottingham.
He's not at all celebrated in Nottingham. He's a legend who we've not even known, let alone forgotten about. I don't know why that is. His body was untraced for nearly 100 years until it was found in time for the centenary celebrations of AC Milan in 1999. It was then given a proper burial in the Grand Cemetery of Milan, and since then he's become a folk hero to the Milan fan base, but he's still relatively unknown here.
Herbert Kilpin was renowned for enjoying a drink, and in fact he kept a flask by the goalpost so he could refresh his palate before, during and after a game. Fittingly, the Herbert Kilpin pub has just opened on Bridlesmith Gate to honour the forgotten hero.
From someone from Nottingham to do something as huge as that, just by doing something simple, which is forming a football team and playing with your friends, to go on and become one of the biggest clubs in the world, loved, adored by millions, to create something like that is a bit special.
His legacy is not only as the founder, first captain of AC Milan, but also as the father of Italian football, because he was there right at the beginning. He played for the first proper Italian football team in Turin before he moved to Milan, and he inspired a whole generation, the first generation of Italian footballers, and that was clear in the obituaries following his death in 1916.